So you like Shooter with Mark Wahlberg?
Technically.
Have you seen that movie?
Oh, no.
Not yet?
Oh, you haven't seen it? Yes, you have. Mark Wahlberg, you know Mark Wahlberg? He
Yeah.
limps the same way no matter what movie he's in. You'll have to check that out. He does. You got to watch it. He just limps the same way. I don't care where he gets shot. Anyway, hey, folks, this is it. Oh, yeah, I've already done that. Got to
Already did that one.
Well, I was so excited about going to Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Most companies wants a lot of money for your marketing. Well, the reason why is because they don't have a clear message. So you are wasting money on your website, your social media, your advertising. And if you don't have a clear, easy to understand message, well, guess what? Sage Tree gets it. Since 2005, Sage Tree has been helping companies clarify their message and connect with customers. Connect them or contact them today and learn about the proven systems to help you get better. Return on investment from your marketing dollars. Go to sagetree.com and learn a whole lot more.
So I haven't. You downloaded Red Dawn? Is that what you did?
Yes, I did. I'm so excited.
When are you going to watch?
Probably tomorrow night. Since I'm going to be home.
And you haven't seen it since like the Reagan administration?
Well, I haven't seen it since it came out. Because I went to the theater to watch it.
You saw that in the theater?
Yeah.
I think I was Jackson's age when it came out, so I don't know if Mom let me go to the most violent movie ever made when I was 8 years old.
Yeah. But I was just flicking through the stations, and I always go to Turner Classic Movies. Not a plug, but I just like that station. And it said Red Dawn, and I could not believe it. I almost called you.
Yeah.
So I immediately recorded it. So
we really should. You can rent out these movie theaters.
I know you should have a San Diego County Gun Owners Red Dawn party.
Movie watch screening,
and you come dressed as your favorite actor.
I like that.
I thought you would.
Who, if you're listening, what do you think about that? Would you go to that, Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you never seen Red Dawn, have you?
Not yet.
Not yet. You haven't even seen Mark Wahlberg yet. You like Mark Wahlberg? I like Mark Wahlberg. He's a good guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you're listening right now and you want San Diego County Gun Owners to organize a screening for Red Dawn, rent out a movie theater, just have a bunch of, private event, just San Diego County Gun Owners members, let us know. Email us. Tell if you're watching on YouTube, say something in the comments, and let's see how much support we get.
And we can find a really classic theater, not like the ones down at Parkway Plaza or anything like that.
I'm sad that Landmark Kent Theaters went away.
I know.
Yeah, that was my favorite place. Yeah,
Wouldn't that have been perfect?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my favorite part was there was a seat that's right where the column is, where they're showing the projector, so you can't see a thing, so you have to lean to the right,
and
or
that's
lean
where
to
you
the
would
left.
sit.
No, I just love that seat. I don't know why they would put that there, but it's still an iconic theater anyway.
What about there's a really iconic theater in Coronado, in downtown Coronado?
That's right.
That'd be perfect.
One.
I wonder what they would charge.
A lot more, but that's all right. It's worth it. It's worth it. I've seen.
We get a sponsor.
I saw a movie there.
We can get a sponsor.
That's true. We could, and you could meet Action Jackson.
Yeah.
And his dog.
And his dog Chase.
Spot.
Yeah.
And his dog Spot.
It's Chase, not Spot.
It's Jake.
No, Chase.
Oh, Chase. Like the bank.
Oh, my God.
Can I get money out of it?
It is kind of, yeah, like the bank.
I have a card. I just
No.
don't know where to put it.
He doesn't look like he's got any money on him. He doesn't have any
Yes,
pockets.
he does. He's dressed better than you.
Well, that's not hard.
That's
So let's talk a little bit about gun violence restraining orders. I really wanted to explain to people. I've been getting a lot of questions.
Yeah, because I don't think anybody totally understands.
Why are they bad? And the reason,
and what is it?
Well, the reason it's so confusing for people is the people like John Hemmerling who support them. They only give examples of, like, they'll say, hey, there was this violent criminal, right, who did something, horrible with a gun. And so we issued a gun violence restraining order and took his gun away. And everybody looks at that example and says, what's wrong with that example?
Yeah, that's exactly what you should have done.
So the problem is that's not the problem. You didn't need a gun violence restraining order in order to take a gun away from a violent criminal.
You just take it.
Well, and they have done that for decades. If someone's, a violent criminal and they're broke the law, law enforcement has never had a problem taking firearms away. It's not like that wasn't possible before they invented gun violence restraining orders.
Mm-hmm.
They invented gun violence restraining orders 3, 4, 5 years ago. And what it does is it lowers the standard for taking a firearm away.
Mm-hmm.
So right now you got to be, violent criminals, you're committing a crime, that sort of thing. With a gun violence restraining order, you just have to, accuse somebody. Hey, my soon-to-be ex-husband is, threatening me, or my soon-to-be ex-wife is threatening me, which is a real scenario. My soon-to-be ex-wife, I actually spoke to that woman.
Go straight to him, take his gun.
Yeah, there's no evidence. There's just, his word against hers, and she actually got arrested, spent a night in jail. They took her guns away. She had to get a lawyer. She had to go to court. It was a mess. And so what they're doing is they're using these gun violence restraining orders pretty much as a standard procedure. And the reason they're doing that is they're trying to normalize them. But that was never the intention. The intention was that they were red flag laws. Now, what that means is, you've heard that term, red flag laws? Mm-hmm. A red flag is, hey, this person is showing, some kind of warning sign. That's what a red flag is. It's a warning sign. So they were trying to figure out, okay, if somebody's, showing some kind of warning sign, how can we prevent them from causing harm on somebody? So it was never intended to use these on criminals because there was no purpose. You could already take guns away from criminals. So what they're doing is they're just using it every time. Every time they want to take a gun away, someone's committed a crime.
It was an easy excuse.
Let's just do it. Yeah, issue it. So now it's become standard practice. So out of 100 instances, 90 of them are going to be violent criminals.
Right.
But they could already take guns away from violent criminals. But the 10 are, it's like somebody posted a Facebook meme.
So if you belonged to U.S. Law Shield, would that be something that they would cover?
Defend you against? Yes. They would defend. U.S. Law Shield defends against.
That in my world, $10 a month or whatever it is, $10, $11 a month is well worth insurance as a gun owner.
Now let's take a look at that. U.S. Law Shield defends if you've been in some kind of red flag law, they take your guns away.
Right.
U.S. Law Shield does not defend criminals. So if you're a criminal, you go rob a bank with a gun, they're not going to defend you.
Well, I don't care about the criminal. I'm talking about me.
I know, but that's proof positive of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That these red flag laws, the gun violence restraining orders, they're taking guns away from people who haven't committed crimes.
So my feeling is if I feel like I'm a law-abiding citizen tomorrow morning, which I already belong, but I would join. I mean, especially if maybe you're in a relationship that's not going well. I mean, it just is protection.
If you're a gun owner, and especially if you're a CCW holder,
and you don't have that,
you got to have some kind of product. U.S. Law Shield, they're one of our sponsors. They're fantastic.
Price is right.
Price is right. Absolutely.
They helped the guy in Texas at the church.
Yes, they did.
We never heard a peep out of that case. You notice that?
Because they squashed it.
Funny thing,
because they squashed it.
Look what $10 will get you.
So when people wonder, like, well, gee, why are we so against gun violence restraining orders when every example I've seen given, it's some violent criminal. Yeah, we want to take guns away from violent criminals.
Without a doubt.
They're dangerous. San Diego County Gun Owners represents sane, trained, law-abiding gun owners. But the problem is gun violence restraining orders have lowered the minimum requirements so that they can now take them away from people that haven't committed a crime.
And once that happens,
dangerous.
Getting them back and getting out of that quagmire is even worse.
If you have a gun violence restraining order against you, minimum $10,000.
Yeah.
And you got to get an attorney. You got to go to court.
That's
Minimum. So
I think I'm going to put that in the commercial.
I thought that's a good idea.
But it's not part of that. I mean, just I'm a script writer. He's busy.
So when we're all fired up here, when people are going, hey, look, you got this guy. He's talking about, John Hemmerling. He's talking about, I'm pro Second Amendment. I'm a Marine. I'm a Republican. And we go, wait a minute, this guy's anti-gun. He has been feverishly expanding the gun violence restraining order program so that it has become what it was never sold to be. I think it was always intended to be this, but they sold it and said, hey, look, we're just trying to stop, mass shooters. We're just trying to stop people that are, giving us signs, giving us red flags that they're going to go, do something horrible and shoot up a bunch of people. But now it's just turning into standard practice, and people who didn't commit a crime, people are using them, they're weaponizing them and using them against roommates and, people they disagree with and that sort of thing.
Wow.
So we can't stand for that. We just can't. We got to go, wait. We put a bunch of trust in government, and it was a mistake. So we can't allow this to happen, especially somebody who has been such a zealot when it comes to gun violence restraining order. And again, the other two candidates in the race, Dave Myers is against them. He said he described it as political theater.
Dave's running again?
Dave Myers is running again. Kelly Martinez is basically, hey, they should be, I'm paraphrasing, but they should be closely scrutinized, but basically brought up the point that they've kind of turned into this, standard practice tool, So when here you have the Republican in the race who's basically saying, look, we need to expand these all over the place, and they're a good idea. And then on our show says not only they're a good idea, they're good for gun owners. We cannot stand for that.
No.
So I wanted to clarify that on gun violence restraining.
I'm glad you did, because it was
It's
clear.
complicated. It's not.
It is.
It's not easy.
And that's where this, coming up with U.S. Law Shield kind of popped into my head. I'm thinking, well, shoot, here's one way to keep a few dollars in your pocket.
That's right. Thanks for watching this clip from Gun Owners Radio. You can watch us live every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. California time, right here on our YouTube channel, or if you're in the San Diego area, you can listen to us on 1170 a.m. We're also available on your favorite podcast platform for free. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can help restore and protect the Second Amendment, not just in California, but across the country.